The stars of the Andromeda expanse stretched endlessly across the black void, a glittering ocean of light. Among them, alien fleets glided effortlessly, their ships sleek and gleaming, moving at speeds that made humans appear almost stationary. In the midst of this vast expanse, a single human vessel, the Endurance, crept along at a pace so slow it seemed to crawl through space. Alien ships zipped past, leaving trails of light that shimmered like ribbons. Pilots in those ships laughed openly at the human crew. "Look at that!" one alien shouted, its voice crackling over comms. "The human ship is almost as slow as a drifting asteroid." Another sneered, "How do they even call this a starship? It's like watching a rock float through space." Inside the Endurance, the human crew heard the taunts but did not flinch. Captain Daniel Graves, a tall man with calm gray eyes, leaned back in his chair. His hands rested lightly on the controls, steady as ever. He had faced ridicule before, and he knew that speed alone did not define the power of a ship, or its crew. "Let them talk," Graves said quietly, his voice calm and steady. "We're not racing for glory. We're racing to save lives." The crew, young and old, looked at him with respect. Lieutenant Mara Chen, the navigation officer, adjusted the holographic star map. "We're approaching the Sapphire Rift," she said. "The gravitational readings are chaotic. Any alien fleet trying to follow us will struggle." Graves nodded. "Exactly. That's why we keep our calm and trust our ship." The Endurance had been built with human ingenuity, not alien speed technology. Its engines were older, its hull modest, its design unremarkable by the galaxy's standards. But inside it held secrets no alien could guess. Mechanisms and ideas born of necessity and careful thought, designed to survive where others could not. As the humans advanced slowly toward the rift, alien ships began to tail them, whispering across their comm networks about how easy it would be to catch the humans unprepared. Captain Vorlax, commanding one of the largest alien cruisers, smirked. "They move like snails," he said. "I almost feel sorry for them." "Almost," his second-in-command replied, grinning. The Endurance continued its careful path. The crew worked in perfect harmony, their movements precise and deliberate. Systems that many aliens relied on automated functions for were handled manually, human hands correcting small errors that a machine would overlook. Asteroid fields were navigated with grace. Minor technical faults were fixed instantly. Every task was done with thought, patience, and skill. Despite the aliens' laughter, the humans remained undistracted. Their mission was clear: deliver vital data to the planets and colonies that lay on the far side of the Sapphire Rift. A massive cosmic storm had been detected in the rift, one that could destroy entire systems if not warned in time. The aliens, confident in their technology, assumed the humans would fail. "Captain," Mara said, "the rift is closer now. The gravitational waves are stronger. They could tear a ship apart." Graves' expression stayed calm. "We built this ship to withstand what others cannot. Prepare the stabilizers. Everyone stay sharp." The crew activated the quantum stabilizers, a technology unique to humans, designed to maintain integrity under extreme spatial distortion. The ship trembled slightly but held firm. Outside, the stars seemed to twist and bend, and the alien ships following them began to falter. They were fast, but their technology was built for speed, not adaptability. The human ship moved slowly, but with intelligence and purpose, giving it an advantage in the chaos ahead. The aliens were oblivious. They continued to mock. "They'll be shredded before they reach the rift," one exclaimed. "Their ship can't even keep up with the smallest asteroid." But inside the Endurance, the humans worked calmly. Crew members adjusted controls, recalibrated sensors, and monitored hull integrity. Every human on board knew their role perfectly, anticipating problems before they arose. Suddenly, the rift appeared in full view, a swirling mass of dark matter and bright, jagged energy. Gravity bent in strange ways, light twisted, and space seemed to ripple like water. The alien fleet froze, uncertain how to navigate it. "This is it," Graves said softly. "Stay focused." The humans entered the rift carefully. Every maneuver was precise. Asteroids that had torn apart alien vessels before now slid past harmlessly, as humans adjusted their course with subtle, calculated changes. The Endurance, though slow, seemed almost to glide, responding to forces in ways no alien machine could. Inside the alien fleet, panic began to spread. Ships that had once mocked the human vessels struggled to maintain course. Vorlax cursed under his breath. How are they surviving this?" Back on the Endurance, the crew continued their work without fear. Young technician Jared Klein checked the engine output. Captain, the quantum stabilizers are holding at 97%. The hull is stable. We can push a little further. Good, Graves said. We will not fail. Adjust trajectory to the data relay station. It's still within range, but only just. Speed alone won't get anyone through. Intelligence will. The human vessel moved like a living organism, responding to every twist and pull of the rift with subtle precision. The alien fleet, for all its speed, was cumbersome and rigid. Small mistakes compounded as ships drifted off course, struggling against the rift's chaotic currents. Hours passed. Outside, the rift's chaos intensified. Inside the Endurance, the crew worked in perfect synchrony. They dodged energy surges, recalibrated navigational sensors, and carefully monitored every system. The humans were not fast, but they were smarter, more adaptable, and more resilient. Finally, the humans reached the outer edge of the rift. The data relay station, a floating satellite-like structure, appeared ahead. It had survived previous cosmic storms because of its robust design, but it needed human precision to interface with it under such conditions. Graves took a deep breath. Prepare for the relay. Everyone, stay ready. This is the moment we prove our worth. Mara connected the ship to the relay. Signals bounced back and forth. The aliens watched, expecting failure, their smugness still intact. Then the data transfer began flawlessly. Data transfer complete, Mara announced. All colonies have received the warning. Millions of lives saved. The human crew shared quiet smiles, knowing their slow ship had succeeded where speed alone would have failed. Outside, the alien ships stared, shocked. Their fastest vessels, their pride in technology, could not have completed this task as perfectly as the Endurance had. Vorlax's voice trembled with disbelief. Impossible. A slow ship. Navigating the rift. And surviving? Graves leaned back in his chair. He did not boast. He did not taunt. He simply responded calmly. Sometimes the galaxy overestimates speed and underestimates wisdom. The alien fleet retreated, humiliated but alive. The humans, in their modest, slow ship, had demonstrated a power the galaxy had not predicted. A power born of patience, skill, and ingenuity. The Endurance floated onward, leaving the rift behind. Its crew, quiet but proud, knew this mission would not be the last test of their abilities. But for now, they had proven something important. Speed is not the only measure of strength. Humans had something more: adaptability, intelligence, and the courage to face chaos without fear. As the stars stretched before them, Captain Graves looked at his crew. We've shown them what humans can do. Remember this feeling. One day they'll know our true power. One day we'll bend space itself. The crew exchanged glances, a mix of awe and quiet anticipation. The Endurance was slow, but it was human, and humans were never truly predictable. The Endurance had passed the chaotic heart of the Sapphire Rift, but the crew knew their mission was not yet complete. The cosmic storm had been delayed from striking the colonies thanks to their data relay, but the galaxy still watched in awe and suspicion. The alien fleets that had mocked the human ship now lingered at the edges of the rift, unwilling to admit their underestimation of humanity. Inside the ship, Captain Daniel Graves studied the star map projected before him. The crew could see the bright, swirling mass of energy ahead. It pulsed with unpredictability, a dangerous dance of gravitational waves and radiation surges. Even the fastest alien vessels had hesitated here, but Graves saw an opportunity. This storm is unlike anything they've experienced, Graves said quietly. It can destroy entire fleets if handled correctly or incorrectly. Lieutenant Mara Chen frowned. Captain, their ships are still following us. If the storm shifts suddenly, we'll use it to our advantage, Graves replied calmly. We're human. We don't rely on speed alone. Watch and learn. The humans had a secret, one that even the aliens could not anticipate. Buried deep within the Endurance's engines was the quantum fold drive, a human invention never before used in battle or deep space navigation. While alien fleets depended on raw speed and predictable technology, the quantum fold allowed humans to manipulate space itself, fold it, compress it, and traverse unimaginable distances in moments. Ready the quantum fold drive, Graves commanded. His voice carried no hesitation. Prepare for a test of patience and courage. The crew activated the drive. The ship hummed softly, a resonance unlike any ordinary engine. Energy coursed through conduits, creating a delicate web of power designed to interact with the storm. Crew members monitored gauges, adjusted frequencies, and synchronized every component with meticulous care. The slightest mistake could tear the ship apart, or worse, collapse the surrounding space. Outside, the alien vessels continued to follow, unaware of what humans were about to do. Vorlax, the alien commander, watched the Endurance with growing unease. "They're moving too calmly," he muttered. "They must be malfunctioning. They're still slow," his second-in-command said. "How can slow survive here?" Graves observed the rift ahead, calculating trajectories with precision. "Engage the fold," he ordered. A bright, trembling light enveloped the ship as the fabric of space itself began to bend. The Endurance trembled, but the humans held steady. They felt the pull and stretch of space-time, felt reality twisting around them. The stars outside fractured into streaks of light as the ship slowly folded the rift space, compressing the impossible distance into a manageable corridor. The alien ships noticed immediately. Their sensors went haywire. They could see the Endurance moving in ways their technology could not track. Some ships tried to follow but were caught in the gravitational turbulence of the rift, forced to retreat or risk destruction. Inside the ship, Mara adjusted the quantum stabilizers to handle the extreme distortions. "Hull is holding at 94%. Fold stability is steady. We can complete the maneuver," she reported. Graves nodded. "Good, maintain focus. We've trained for this. Humans adapt, always." The Endurance moved like a living organism, bending space around it with intelligence and precision. Unlike the aliens, who relied on predictable formulas and brute force technology, the humans responded to the environment itself. Every shift in gravity, every surge of energy was anticipated and corrected in real time. The crew could see the stars outside stretching into impossible arcs, light twisting like ribbons of fire. It was both beautiful and terrifying, a reminder that they were working with forces far beyond ordinary comprehension. Suddenly, a surge of energy hit the ship. Alarms blared. The quantum fold was unstable in one sector. Crew members acted instantly, adjusting the conduits and rerouting power. The ship groaned, metal creaking under pressure. "Steady," Graves said firmly. "We control this. Not the storm. Not the rift. We." Minutes stretched like hours as the Endurance held the fold. Then, with a final hum of energy and a flash of light, the ship emerged on the other side of the rift, safely beyond the reach of the cosmic storm. The stars were calm once more, the void peaceful. The human crew exhaled, their hands relaxing as the tension of the maneuver faded. Captain Graves looked around at his crew, pride evident in his eyes. "We've done it." Space itself obeyed our understanding. Outside, the alien fleets regrouped, stunned into silence. Their fastest, most advanced vessels had been left behind, unable to navigate the rift's turbulence or predict the human ingenuity that bent space itself. Vorlax, pale with shock, muttered under his breath. "Impossible. They've done what no fleet in history could." One by one, alien ships acknowledged the humans, not with fear but with a newfound respect. For centuries, speed had defined superiority. For centuries, humans had been underestimated. Now the galaxy saw the truth. Humans were not merely survivors, they were unpredictable, intelligent, and capable of extraordinary feats. "Report," Graves said calmly. "All colonies have received warnings and preparations are in place." "Lives saved, minimal damage predicted," Mara reported. Jared Klein, the young technician, added with awe, "Captain, we really just bent space. Our ship, we actually did it." Graves allowed a small smile. "We did more than survive. We showed the galaxy what humans can do when they think, adapt, and act together." For the first time, the aliens approached with caution, curiosity replacing mockery. Diplomatic ships signaled, requesting communication. Graves replied with a simple message. "Humans are slower than your vessels, but we are faster than your assumptions. Learn this." The aliens were quiet, humbled by the truth. The galaxy had always valued speed, strength, and advanced technology. But humans had proven that intelligence, patience, and ingenuity could outmatch all three. As the Endurance resumed its journey home, the crew shared quiet smiles and relieved glances. The mission had been more than a test, it had been a statement. Across the stars, tales would spread of the slow human vessel that bent space in half, outsmarted the fastest alien fleets, and survived what no one thought possible. The human crew returned to their daily tasks, adjusting systems, checking navigation, and maintaining the ship. Nothing had changed outwardly. The Endurance remained the same modest, slow vessel. But within the hearts of the crew, and within the perception of the galaxy, everything had changed. Captain Graves stood at the observation deck, staring at the stars stretching ahead. "The universe has underestimated humans for too long," he said softly. "Let them see. Let them remember. We are not slow. We are inevitable." Mara joined him, eyes wide with wonder. "Do you think they'll ever understand?" Graves shook his head, a gentle smile on his face. "Some never will, but that doesn't matter. They've seen enough to respect us. That's enough for now." The stars shone brighter as the Endurance moved through space. Each light was a potential mission, a potential challenge, and a potential opportunity to show humanity's strength once more. The galaxy had witnessed the impossible, and humans in their modest, slow ship had become legends. Slow, modest, human, but unstoppable. And somewhere in the distance, alien fleets whispered among themselves, finally understanding that speed alone never defines power, and that humans, when underestimated, can change the very rules of the universe.